Fun times in Cleveland ahead as we join you by the Lakeshore here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And running with power here. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Gleason. Going out wide, finds Chubb. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Browns have 1-6 now. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Back to throw again. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typically what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. First down, Prescott. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
It's there, and he nicely bit off a decent game.
Third and 4. Prescott to throw it. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now again, right side. It's Boyd. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
First carry for Nick Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. On 4th down, Gleason. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
I do know from experience when you used to play someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you get ready to tee off on your quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from the defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Gleason. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Quick slant to Chubb. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Boyd. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
On the play, that's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
Boyd will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Well, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Gleason. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
As we've seen, their first two drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
On 4th down, Gleason. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Throwing, Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The second down and 10 for 19 as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To the air again, Prescott. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. The Cowboys are going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And there's Cooks in motion right. From the red zone now, Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now a 2nd and 6. Prescott. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It's Jeremiah in there for the sack. missing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Pushing his way through, and he'll be out right at the 35. 50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Boyd. Down the right sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Throwing to start the drive. Gleason eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And it is 28-0.
Browns nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, it
Let's just say it's been unusual.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Back to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have him here just past the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So, you know, the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And take it right at the 35. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. They're just looking good hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Tony Field in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Go, take it to the house.
Cleveland offense ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down, Gleason. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
That's good for a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Gleason. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll audible to something else. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Under pressure, they got him again. The take, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Gleason going out wide, finds Chubb. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. They'll try and throw for it here. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And it's fielded at the 34. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. The Browns drive about to get started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The offense on third down tonight, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Prescott. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
They'll run on 1st down. Boyd. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He gets this one to Boyd. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes this 35-0 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Back to throw. Gleason. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down. Looking to throw. Gleason to the right side. He's got Cooper. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. They'll look to throw again.
Right back to Njoku.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9.
Off play action. Gleason rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's caught at the 10-yard line.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that zero. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw. Gleason. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got Akins, the tight end. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for the Cowboys, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year.
And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for Cleveland, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis.